Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. We begin with this story. Sarawak Governor Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar and his wife, Toh Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah Muhammad Sanusi, took their first flight on Air Borneo flight MY5005 from Kuching to Kuala Lumpur on Saturday. The Governor and his wife arrived at the Kuching International Airport VIP terminal at 12:15 p.m. before departing at 1 p.m. for Kuala Lumpur International Airport Terminal 1. The delegation was welcomed at the airport by Works Minister Datuk Sri Alexander Nantalingi and Sarawak Secretary Datuk Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki, who is also Air Borneo chairman. Marzuki and his wife, Datin Amar Baduyah Bujang, accompanied the Governor on the flight, which was scheduled to arrive at 2:50 p.m. for official state engagements. Air Borneo board member Datuk Philip Ting was also present at the departure send-off. The recent hydrocarbon discovery at Adong Kecil West has proved local Sarawakian capabilities in leading the state's oil and gas sector. Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg reveals that the exploration work was carried out entirely by local professionals, dispelling earlier doubts over whether the state possessed the technical expertise to manage its own energy resources. He says the find could be further developed into higher value products, creating new economic opportunities for the region.
Alhamdulillah, kita dah nemu gas methane di Adong Kecil, di kawasan Miri dan Marudi. Yang ngoreknya ialah anak Sarawak sendiri. Satu ketika waktu saya buka Petros, orang kata pahal Sarawak buka Petros tu, di mana pakar Petros, anak Sarawak mungkin tidak dapat memimpinkan industri minyak dan gas. Biarlah Petronas saja. Tapi hari itu kita telah dapat membuktikan anak Sarawak boleh dalam industri minyak dan gas.
During the State Day celebration, the Premier announced that Petros had achieved first production at Adong Kecil West, with the field producing about 800 barrels per day. Baram holds immense potential for large-scale export-oriented agriculture. Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, the Premier, says the region features fertile hilly land, allowing agricultural scientists to analyze soil and collaborate with local farmers to develop export crops. To support this drive, more than 3 billion ringgit is being invested in Baram infrastructure, including the Miri Marudi Mulu Long Panai Long Lama Road project to boost connectivity.
Inilah kenapa kita berani melambung 3 bilion lebih. Kerana kita tahu bahawa insyaAllah, God willing, long term, there will be return on this investment. Jadi tuan-tuan orang Baram, inilah masa depan Baram. Inilah peluang untuk kita menghantar anak kita. Inilah peluang untuk generasi muda untuk melengkapkan diri mereka. Equip yourself with the latest knowledge, because knowledge now is very, very advanced, dan cara jalan ekonomi pun advanced.
Speaking at the 2025 Baram Regatta today, Team Lakin Belaga Umar Kahe, racing under the boat named Lakin Belaga 9, emerged champions of the Premier of Sarawak Cup in the unlimited boat race category at the Marudi waterfront. Earlier, the Premier also officiated the As-Salam Mosque in Marudi following upgrade works valued at 1.47 million ringgit. Sarawak General Hospital should be allocated the same level of manpower as hospitals of a similar size in Peninsular Malaysia to further improve the quality of healthcare services. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian says the staffing gap between Sarawak and Peninsular Malaysia is significant despite having the same bed capacity.
hostile GH is 1,000 beds, as I said. In West Malaysia has 5,500 staff. In Sarawak, only 4,500 staff. Why West less staff? I mean, it's either West Malaysia overstaffed or we're understaffed. We should be 1,000 bed hospital, doesn't matter. You are in Kuching or you are in West Malaysia, should we have 5,500? And they still say no one wants to come. You never create posts, how to come?
Sim adds that the manpower shortage is not confined to intensive care units, but a challenge faced by the hospital as a whole. He urges the Health Ministry to address the staffing gap by creating sufficient positions to meet the state's actual healthcare needs.
Authorities are investigating a viral video showing a man jumping off the Darul Hana Bridge into the Sarawak River at the Kuching waterfront. Kuching District Police Chief ACP Alexan Nagachabu confirmed a report was received this afternoon following a complaint lodged by the Kuching North City Commission on Friday. The case is being investigated under Section 336 of the Penal Code for acting rashly or negligently to endanger human life, which carries up to 3 months in prison, a fine of up to 500 ringgit or both. Police are tracking down the individual involved to verify the authenticity of the footage circulating on social media since Thursday. The stunt sparked public concerns over safety, particularly following previous crocodile sightings near the bridge. The Yemeni Houthis today claim a missile strike on Saudi Arabia after vowing to retaliate against the kingdom for strikes on Houthi sites earlier on Friday. The Houthis are accusing Riyadh of a dangerous escalation following the exchange of strikes after the announcement of a maritime blockade in the Red Sea. The latest flare-up opens a new front in a war that has engulfed the region since US-Israeli strikes on Tehran in February.
According to a Yemeni security source, a naval base in the port city of Hodeidah and a military camp on Kamaran Island were among the Saudi targets on Friday. Earlier this week, the Houthis claimed attacks on 2 Saudi ships, with Saudi Arabia confirming one of the attacks in the Red Sea. Meanwhile, there were no overnight reports of airstrikes in the wider region by both the US or Iran, following previous strikes doped by the US military for 13 nights in a row. Recent reports indicates that US President Donald Trump is mulling over launching major strikes on Iran, hours before the conflict widened with the Yemeni Houthi and Saudi Arabia. However, Trump says he would hold off on a major operation as Tehran was now getting serious in talks with Washington.
Look, we're talking to them right now. I think they're getting more and more serious as the days go by, for maybe the obvious reason. But we are talking to them right now. Look, there are 2 ways. I consider that the smarter way, but the other is probably the easier way, doing what we're doing. And we can take that to a much higher level if we want to. You know, we're prepared to do that, as you know. We're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded and ready to go, but we're talking to them. So I think while we're talking, we'll see what comes of it. I believe, Jeff, they're very serious. They should be.
More than 160,000 people have been evacuated across France and Spain today as out-of-control forest fires rage, with the French army deployed to help battle what is being described as the worst wildfire the country has ever seen. The major fires have been burning for 2 or 3 days, with hundreds of firefighters battling the blaze to the point of exhaustion. Both countries have requested assistance from the European Union.
The prefect of Lange, Gilles Clavera, says the only comfort at this stage is that there have been no civilian casualties, with only 5 firefighters sustaining minor injuries.
Ce feu, alors l'évolution météo n'est pas très favorable. On a un épisode orageux qui est annoncé pour la soirée. Il devrait y avoir quelques gouttes de pluie, mais pas assez. Et nous, les orages, c'est en cas de risque incendie, c'est pas quelque chose que l'on apprécie parce que ça fait des impacts de foudre au sol. Et la foudre est en fait dans les Landes l'un des principaux motifs de départ de feu. Et c'est une situation un peu...
Emergency shelters have been set up in schools and gymnasiums in southwestern France. According to French and Spanish officials, at least 141,000 people have been evacuated in southwestern France, along with 25,000 in the Madrid region, including more than 1,200 elderly and disabled people. Reports say 2 of the 3 major wildfires near Madrid have merged into one and are threatening to join with another to form a massive inferno just kilometers from the capital. The wildfires also forced NASA to evacuate one of its 3 global deep space communications facilities in Spain on Friday, affecting the agency's ability to communicate with space probes. The EU later said 4 specialized water-bombing planes will be deployed to Spain and 3 others to France to help fight the fires.
The Italian embassy in Bangkok today issued an apology while condemning the inappropriate behaviors of a group of Italian teenage tourists in a viral video. The viral video posted on Friday shows a Thai woman confronting the noisy group on a train, which soon escalated to an exchange of vulgar words and gestures. The video has been shared more than 28,000 times. It begins with a Thai woman repeatedly asking the group to keep their voices down. The situation escalated as the woman accused the Italians of having no manners, leading to the exchange of vulgar language and gestures. In a statement, the embassy apologized to the people of Thailand, saying Italians deeply appreciate and respect Thai values of courtesy, mutual respect, and harmonious coexistence. The embassy also released a video apology featuring members of the group, with each apologizing to the Thai people. Get all the updates you need all in one app. TVS Inspire brings you live updates on events, news and programs. Available now on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. TVS Inspire will on the screen anytime, anywhere. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.